Welcome back everybody to another day of Elden Ring Boss Arena. Today we're going to be doing Tier 8. Let's take a look at this. So, Bell-Bearing Hunter, got a Deathbird, Fallingstar Beast, got the Grafted, a Magma Wyrm, Astel, Lichdragon, and Morgott as the gatekeeping bosses. So a decent list of some rather difficult stuff. But let's go ahead and jump right into it. Best way to start this fight. Wow, I honestly could not get up for any three of those attacks. Yeah, the opening windows for this version of Bell-Bearing Hunter are so small. Yeah, a notable one for him is just the increased attack speed and then the explosion on the shield slam. So we're looking at about 40,000 to level up. Okay, on to the Crucible Knight. Man, I forgot how long. Oh my goodness, it reaches so far. Get punished for double healing. Try one more time. Very surprised that one hit me. Well, that is inconsiderate and rude. He's got his buddies there. I think shielded Crucible Knight is way more difficult than the spear one. His attacks are like so long animation-wise that you can kind of just step behind him. Now, let's see. I've kind of hit the 40 strength that I wanted to hit. My endurance is pretty good, and vigor is also pretty good. So, I mean, at some point here, I'm going to start branching out into some different things. So maybe a little bit of mind. There's some like cool weapons that require a little bit of intelligence. There's also a couple weapons that require some faith. So I'll probably put some points into both of those just so I have access to other weapons. But we got the Crucible Knight set. However, it's not really better than the Sentinel set. Got an extra talisman spot. I didn't even see that. What to put on? I mean, enhanced critical hits are always nice. Could go with a little bit of non-physical damage negation across the board. But that's probably more tailored to whatever boss I'm fighting. So as a general one, the critical hits seem good. Deathbird. So far, none of the Deathbirds have really given me an issue yet, but we'll see about this one. Okay. Didn't know we were doing all that. I gotta take care of these guys first. Now I can deal with this guy. Oh, thanks. He killed the extra guy for me. Yeah, I'm really hoping he just deals with those for me, so I don't have to. Okay, this one is getting on my nerves though. Let's get him out of there. Get him out of there. Okay. Well, hopefully he doesn't catch me healing. We're not doing that. Didn't think that was gonna hit. That would be a way to go out right at the very end. Okay, that's another level. So before I commit too much, let me look at some of the faith-based stuff that I have. I got a lot of shields. Gotta put some of these in the inventory, or in the vault. I wonder if the Banished Knight Greatsword is just a better version of what I have, kind of. So I'm gonna try that out, level it up. Like, not too slow, but in general just better. So yeah, probably just a heavy infusion. Alright, what do we got next? Demi-Human Queen. Alright, well thanks. I guess taking those out for me helps. Alright, we're gonna have to get close to her. Wow. The longer reach on the greatsword is definitely welcome. While the short sword was fast, it was really having a hard time hitting things that were slightly out of range. Yeah, the damage increase is insane from the last weapon to this one. Okay, the old fireball Sentinel. Got greedy there, but I think I can finish him right there. Yeah, the switch to this weapon is great. Only thing is, it's a little bit heavier, so I'm gonna need the Great Jar Arsenal or some other kind of charm to kind of lower my equip load, because I can't wear the full Tree Sentinel set if I have it on. Okay, Fallingstar Beast. I'm pretty sure this one, I'm gonna want to make sure my hammer is leveled up. And that still keeps me at a medium load, which is good. Man, this boss is kind of annoying. So far, this ranks up probably #1 as least favorite. There's a lot of waiting in this fight, a lot of issues with terrain, a lot of getting perma staggered. We'll just full heal up while he's doing that. We should have this fight here. Gotta let him do his thing for a minute. Definitely don't want to get greedy. Okay. Yeah, not my favorite. Not my favorite. For primary bosses, probably my least favorite. I guess when you consider like he's a step above like the Erdtree Watchdogs and the Grave Wardens when it comes to the difficulty level. Fia's champion. So let's go ahead and put back on the Great Sword. Oh, the skulls. Let's get a 2-for-1 there. Or you want this guy. Okay. Yeah. Once he's dead, the fight becomes a lot easier. Alrighty. I should probably actually do a couple points in endurance coming up because I'd like to wear the full set with my greatsword without having to heavy roll. Wonder how close we are to putting the helmet back on. Okay, so we're like, looks like 1 to 1.5 points away. I'm assuming this is like a souped up version of him. His moveset will always be one of my favorites to fight. So much fun. Alright, we got the full Tree Sentinel set on now. Very nice. Yeah, this Magma Wyrm fight is a little difficult just because the area which you have to fight is kind of small and it's rocky, so you end up getting stuck on cliffs and bumps and trees. So, maybe try pulling him over here, more to the right, where we have some free space. Yeah, I don't have the better Ash of War Stormblade, so we have Beast Roar. I get to scream at him for a little bit. Kind of helps. That was a weird hitbox. That didn't even hit him. No, honestly, him in his in this phase right here is a little bit easier to fight, just because his hitbox is more condensed, and you don't get hit by him just just sprawling around. So yeah, once he stands up, the fight's significantly easier. But yeah, anybody having problems with him, use Beast Roar or Stormblade just to kind of chip him down from a distance there. I'm gonna go ahead and put the original Ash on it though. And we'll keep going here. Tibia Mariner. There he is. He's not even on the water. There's not even any water here. Definitely should limit him to the water areas. I think that would make more sense. He's a ghost though, so maybe they don't have to abide by the same rules. We can get 2 levels, okay. Big spender. But can we level up the weapon? We can. Alright, we're coming down to the end, like 5 left. A little bit too early on that. It's been a while since I fought anything like this. So I'm not sure of all the moves. Take a moment to heal here. Oh, and I guess not get the crit. Okay. Getting stuck on this pile of dead bodies. Got a couple of tiers from that. Although, I probably will never switch. These are by far my two favorite tiers. Okay, so I think for this fight, we're going to need a Rune Arc. And if I can beat the guy, the first gargoyle, before the second one comes out, I won't even worry about calling the homies in. But we'll see. I think part of this is also keeping the fight over here, so that way when the gargoyle spawns, I have a little bit more time to fight him before he gets too close. Alright, well that didn't work. Yeah, the wolves didn't do anything. Not really surprised by that one. Alright, now it's just a one-on-one fight, so it should be more reasonable. Yeah, as with most bosses, staying close and inside usually is the way to go. Well, too bad I had to sacrifice the poor doggos, but they did a little bit of a job. I do like the Gargoyle Greatsword, so maybe I'll move from the Greatsword I have now to that one. Let me upgrade it and see how it compares. Okay, gotta buy some smithing stones. Alright, nice. And we still stay medium with this weapon as well. We're cutting it close, but we're still there. Alright, now we are on to the main bosses. Astel. It's not too bad of a fight if you're a bit patient with everything. I missed a hit there. Yeah, not bad. Most important thing with that fight is your spacing. So usually go in for like 2 hits, and then he'll do some kind of big AoE or something like that, and you kind of space behind him, let him do his thing, get back in there with the jumping heavy, and kind of repeat. For some reason, this dragon doesn't have like a lock-on for their legs, which is pretty annoying. So you kind of have to just free aim it. Wish I could call Torn in for this fight. We're making progress though. Oop, didn't dodge that lightning off. I do like the aesthetic of it though, like a lightning dragon with death light. Very cool. Okay, now I'm just fighting the camera. Not bad, not bad at all. Didn't expect to do him first try either. Alright. Morgott the Omen King. And we're done with tier 8. At least I healed before that. Being in the corner is not great though. Alright, not too bad. Took a couple tries to really get the strafing positioning right. But I will take that. Alright, well, that is tier 9 unlocked, tier 8 done. We can take a look at what's coming up. So we only got 2 tiers, well I guess 3. We have all of 9, 10, and I'm assuming 11 will cap it out. So we got an Ancient Dragon, Ancient Hero, Blackblade Kindred, Moog the Omen, and then for the gatekeeping bosses we have Rykard and Commander Nile. So nothing too crazy. About a medium-sized list, but nothing that looks like it's going to be too difficult here. Let's go ahead and level up a couple times. Increase the flask amount. Okay, that's nice. And then let's go take a look and see what we have unlocked permanently. Smithing stone 6s. And let's take a look at my gear ending this tier. I should probably start doing this at the end, just kind of taking a look at everything. So we've ended with the plus 17 weapon. We got the full tree Sentinel set on. The Ritual Sword Talisman, Erdtree's Favor, Amber Medallion for stamina, and the Dagger Talisman for increased critical hits. And then these are my stats overall. So, not too bad in terms of everything. I'm pretty happy with my stat distribution and my loadout for equipment as a whole. The only things I'm looking forward to probably changing are maybe the talismans coming up here. But that is all for Tier 8. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, and stick around for Tier 9 coming soon.